Welcome to the Austin LeGreen Show. First, let me start out by saying our hearts go out to the 6 soldiers who lost their lives in Afghanistan today. Nothing is worse to die in war, but then, unfortunately, to do so during Christmas time, their family must be terribly devastated. So our hearts go out to their family and friends. Well, today we're going to talk about the 5th Republican debate that we had this past week. And today I'm actually doing both the Republican debate and this past Saturday, the 20th of December, rather the 19th of December debate. Why I chose to do both of them together? Well, I thought there was not going to be no change, and actually I was correct. I think if you like one candidate going into debate, you came out still liking that candidate. But anyway, let's go through them. In the Republican debate this past week, oh, by the way, today I got my new glasses. I see pretty good far with them, but I'm not used to the bifocals, so I'm probably going to take them out a little bit because they're making me feel a little dizzy. Anyway, when it comes to Republican debate, who was the winner? Well, out of all the debates that they have had up to now, the 5 debates, I didn't think Donald Trump won any of them. Yet he's constantly rising in the polls. But this debate, which dealt with the mighty military force and a little bit of the economy, I think Donald Trump did well. He probably didn't have all the great details, but many times when it comes to these races, a lot has to do with performances. And I think Donald Trump, in all fairness, had the best performance. Now, Senator Rubio, who I would say was the second person to win the debate, obviously, Senator Rubio, he's very detailed. He obviously knows a lot more than most of those candidates. And by the way, Rubio is definitely not my particular choice if I were to choose one of the Republican. But I have been impressed with him. I gotta admit, I have been impressed with him. This past week, when Donald Trump was asked which of the triad you thought was most valuable, most important, and you could tell that Donald Trump had no idea what the moderator was asking about the triad. But if you had served in the military or on the military committee in the Senate, it's one of the things that you have to know is the triad. And Senator Rubio gracefully kind of explained to the Americans a little bit what that is before he answered the question. And he did so very politically correct by saying that all 3 were extremely necessary. Next, Ron Paul. Ron Paul to me makes the most sense, at least in this debate. But, his poll numbers just is not going up because, like I say, I think if this was 150 years ago, that he probably would have won the presidency because people will just go by what they either hear on the radio or what they read. But when you have television, Ron Paul is not a television face that people will love. But many things he says makes good sense. Like he says that, we're not the policemen of the world. And, until we get that into our thick head, we can keep making these same stupid mistakes like going into war in Iraq in the first place. Now, Senator Cruz, most polls, I think, had given it to Senator Cruz, but in my case, I bring him all the way down to number 4. Obviously, you can see there's some kind of alliance between him and Donald Trump, but as a president, I can't see Cruz. He's too wild cannon. You know, people like people that speak their mind, but you know, you still got to do so gracefully, and that's one of the lessons that Donald Trump needs to learn too. If he truly wants to learn to be the president, you know, he needs to be more graceful in how he answers these questions. Okay, now Dr. Ben Carson, I thought was one of the last ones. I mean, to me, he looked totally lost during this debate, and this is where experience had came in, and you know, he did his best in trying to compare neurosurgery to you know, the problems that we are facing. So I give him credit for that, you know. But when it's all said and done, I believe that Donald won this one, and who knows if he wins another one. Now, when it comes to the Democratic debate, no question here, no surprise. Obviously, I thought Hillary was the winner of it, but I also thought that each other candidate did very well. I mean, I really think that Senator Sanders is a really cool guy, a gentleman. I mean, he, you know, apologized at the beginning to Senator Clinton for the things that he had said. So I was impressed with that. But you know, as president, he will bankrupt our country. You can't give free for everybody. O'Malley, you know, I thought he spoke well, and you know, he loves talking about his great state of Maryland, which I have spent quite a bit of times there, and I think it is a great state. But again, I think O'Malley has the problem that Ron Paul have in the Republican Party. He does not have that performance image. And because of that, and obviously the name recognition, he's not higher in the polls. Anyway, take care. Have a wonderful Christmas. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. I'm not going to be politically correct and say Happy Holidays. Jesus came to this world and died for us, so it is a Merry Christmas. So take care. Have fun with the family. God bless.